Welcome everybody to another video of Vinyl Addict. This is Chili and this is another great rock duet. And before I get into this, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, share this video, and if you still haven't, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for updates. Okay, so with that out of the way, my great rock duet number 3 is Time Zone. Now this is comprised of Afrika Bambaataa and John Lydon of the Sex Pistols. So Afrika Bambaataa is Soul Sonic Force. So this is, some would say, an unlikely pairing, but actually this is something that really works really well. This came out in 1984, and Afrika Bambaataa was, this is being produced by Bill Laswell, and Bill was saying, well, you should get someone to help you out on this song who's pretty out there and crazy, I guess, and Afrika was into the Sex Pistols. He knew of Sex Pistols and PIL, Public Image, and he felt like, John Lydon, Johnny Ron would be perfect for this song. Now, this has been called I guess, a real early kind of rap rock type of pairing or kind of music, which would of course morph into more things later on with Run DMC, then Public Enemy and Anthrax going down the metal zone and all that stuff. But it kind of started with this one, and John Lydon is just pretty much being him, and the music is very it was played in clubs. I remember it would be played in 80s kind of theme nights, and it was very popular with that kind of crowd, the alternative rock crowd, more than say the hip hop crowd. That's how I was introduced to this. And there was a video, and John Lydon is just kind of watching TV, and there's all this kind of poverty in the world and suffering and war, and this is what they're pretty much talking about. There's the Cold War was happening at the time, and so nuclear destruction is the path that we were heading, and who knows, we still may be. But so this song is pretty much, I feel, is timeless. It aged well, and it's something that I found, and in my collection, I was just like, well, this is something to talk about for people who may not remember this song. Mainly at Generation X people would probably remember this song, and it has Bernie Worrell on the synthesizer on here from Parliament fame, one of the founders of Parliament. And so World Destruction, tell me if you remember this song and this duet. I mean, I thought it was really good. These guys worked really well together, and hip hop at the time was just it's a culture, and punk rock, where he came from, John Lydon, that movement have died on. But the one thing about the movement of punk rock and the culture of hip hop at the time was that it was very, if anything, anti-establishment, and they were more politically driven back in those days. And then that would come into play more in the 90s of the golden age of hip hop, with other bands like Public Enemy and whatnot coming in and being more politically driven. However, it was baby steps from songs like The Message, in Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, and Afrika Bambaataa coming from that scene, was really always talking about an activist for the community, right? So the Bronx and everything of what has happened, and that's where hip hop originated from cool DJ Herc, who's now being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because he is the father of hip hop. And some would argue that Afrika Bambaataa is. But however, it was always about social, kind of political music, kind of where it came from and the origins of it. And so these two uh, are magically perfect together. So yes, leave me a comment below if you guys remember World Destruction from the band Time Zone, which is comprised of Afrika Bambaataa from Soul Sonic Force and John Lydon of Sex Pistols and Public Image Limited. And with that, I'll shut up and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.